Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the channel, where learning English is easy, relaxing, and enjoyable. I'm your host, Emma, and I am so incredibly happy you are here with me today. Honestly, before we even start, I just want to say something. If you have been here with me for the past 7 days, doing our shadowing challenge together, I am so proud of you. Seriously, take a second right now. Just breathe and give yourself a little pat on the back. You showed up every single day. That is not easy. That is actually really hard. And you did it anyway. Okay, so today's video is a little different. Today we are doing our week 1 recap. We're going to look back at everything we practiced over the last 7 days of shadowing, and I'm going to help you review it all. Slowly, clearly, at your own pace. No rushing. Ever. You know me by now. I always take my time because I want every single word to land in your brain. Softly, like a warm blanket. Not like a fast train that just zooms past you and you miss the whole thing. Leaning in. Gentle. This video is going to change the way you feel about your own progress. Because a lot of you have messaged me saying, Emma, I don't feel like I'm improving. And I want to say, you are. You just can't see it yet. It's like watching a plant grow. You stare at it every day and think, nothing is happening. But then one day you look up and it's twice as tall. That's you, right now, growing quietly every single day. Before we dive in, if this channel has helped you even a tiny bit this week, please hit that subscribe button. It genuinely means so much to me, and it helps me keep making these free lessons for you every single week. Okay? Okay. Let's get into it. So, let me tell you a little story. This actually happened to me a few years ago, and it's the whole reason I believe so much in shadowing practice. When I was younger, I moved to a new city for a job. I didn't know anyone there, not one single person. And on my very first weekend, I decided to go for a walk in the park near my apartment, just to get some fresh air, clear my head a little bit. And there was this older man sitting on a bench, feeding some birds, just a normal guy. Gray sweater, little thermos of coffee next to him. And he looked up at me and said, "Lovely morning, isn't it?" And I panicked. I actually panicked because in my head, I knew exactly what I wanted to say back. I wanted to say something friendly, something natural, something a local person would say. But my mouth just froze. I ended up saying something like, yes, good, nice. Just 3 little words, all separate, like a robot. And then I just kept walking really fast because I was so embarrassed. And later that night, lying in bed, I kept replaying it in my head. I knew the grammar. I knew the vocabulary. I had studied for years. But in that real moment, my mouth and my brain were not connected. It's like, when you're so nervous you forget your own phone number? It was like that, but with an entire language. That night changed everything for me because I realized something really important. Knowing English and speaking English are 2 completely different skills. You can know 1,000 words in your head, but if your mouth has never practiced saying them out loud, in the moment, they just won't come out naturally. So I started doing something really simple. I started repeating phrases out loud every single day, from shows, from podcasts, from real conversations. Just repeating over and over until my mouth remembered the shape of the words, not just my brain. And slowly, so slowly, it started to work. A few months later, I was in a coffee shop, and the barista made a joke, and I laughed and made a joke right back without even thinking about it. It just came out naturally. And I remember standing there thinking, wait, I just did that without translating in my head first. That, my friends, is the entire power of shadowing. And that is exactly what we have been building together this whole week. So let's go back through everything, piece by piece. Before we shadow, let's quickly review some of the key words and phrases from my story and from our week together. I want to make sure every single word is crystal clear before we practice saying it. 1. Fresh air. This means clean outdoor air, usually when you go outside to feel better or relax. Like, I need some fresh air means you want to step outside and clear your mind. 2. Panicked. This means you suddenly felt very nervous or scared, and maybe you couldn't think clearly, like when your mind just goes blank. 3. Froze. This is when your body or mind just stops, like you can't move or speak, not because it's cold, because you're too nervous or surprised. 4. Embarrassed. This is that warm, uncomfortable feeling you get when you feel a little silly or awkward in front of other people. 5. Replaying it in my head. This means thinking about something over and over again after it happened, usually something a little stressful. 6. Naturally. This means something happens easily, without effort, without you even thinking about it. 7. It just came out. This is a lovely, natural phrase we use when words or feelings appear without planning them. Like, I didn't plan to say that, it just came out. 8. Clear my head. This means to relax your mind, to stop thinking so hard about everything for a moment. 9. Step outside. Simply to go outdoors, even just for a moment. Okay, beautiful. Now that we understand these words with our brain, it's time to make our mouth understand them too. This is the fun part. This is shadowing time. Okay, remember the rules. I say the phrase, then I go quiet, and that's your turn to repeat it out loud, clearly, at your own pace. Don't worry about being perfect. Just say it. Ready? Let's go. Emma says, fresh air. Emma says again, gently, fresh air. Very good. Let's try the next one. Emma says, clear my head. Emma says again, clear my head. Nice and clear, just like that. One more, beginner level. Emma says, step outside. Emma repeats, smiling, step outside. Yes, perfect. See, you're already doing it. Your mouth is already moving in English. That is huge. I panicked. I panicked. Good job. I froze. I froze. That's it, exactly. I felt embarrassed. I felt embarrassed. Beautifully said. Look at you go. Honestly, I get a little emotional watching your progress, even from here. I mean that. I needed some fresh air. I needed some fresh air. So good. I went for a walk to clear my head. I went for a walk to clear my head. Wonderful. I decided to step outside for a moment. I decided to step outside for a moment. You're doing amazing. My mind just went blank. Yes, exactly like that. I kept replaying it in my head. Beautiful pronunciation. It just came out naturally. It just came out naturally. So good. Can you feel it? Something is shifting. Your mouth is starting to remember these shapes. This is exactly what happened to me, slowly over weeks and months. I moved to a new city, and I didn't know anyone. I moved to a new city and I didn't know anyone. Lovely job. So I went for a walk in the park to clear my head. So I went for a walk in the park to clear my head. Wonderful pacing. A man said hello and I completely panicked. A man said hello and I completely panicked. Yes, so natural. My mouth just froze and I felt so embarrassed. Beautiful. That night, I kept replaying the moment in my head. So clearly said. But months later, English started to come out naturally. I'm so proud of you. Okay, I always get a little emotional during shadowing rounds. I really do think about all of you sitting there, practicing along with me. It matters so much. Let's pause the shadowing for a moment and let's talk about your brain, honestly, because I think this part is just as important as the practice itself. When you started this challenge 7 days ago, your brain didn't know what to expect. Learning something new, especially speaking out loud in a new language, can feel a little scary at first. It's completely normal if day one felt awkward. It's completely normal if you felt shy talking to your screen. I promise you, everyone feels that way at the beginning. Everyone. Even me when I started learning my second language. But here's the beautiful thing about consistency. Every single day you practiced, even for just a few minutes, you were building something called muscle memory in your mouth and your brain together. It's the same thing that happens when someone learns to play the piano or ride a bike. At first, it feels clumsy, uncomfortable, slow. But your brain is quietly, secretly building new pathways every single day. And after 7 days, those pathways are already stronger than they were on day one. You might not feel it yet, but it's there. It's real. It's happening. This is why I always say, don't judge your progress day by day. Judge it week by week, month by month. Because language learning isn't a straight line going up. It's messy. Some days you'll feel amazing, and some days you'll feel like you've forgotten everything. That is completely normal, and it does not mean you're failing. It just means you're human, and you're learning. I am proud of myself. I am proud of myself. Yes, you should be. I am getting better every day. I am getting better every day. That's exactly right. I don't need to be perfect. I don't need to be perfect. So true, my friend. Mistakes help me learn. Absolutely. I showed up today, and that matters. It really, really does. I will keep practicing, slowly and gently. Beautiful. I mean every word of that. I really do. Let's bring in some phrases you can use this week in your real, everyday life. Emma says, "How was your day?" Emma repeats, "How was your day?" Perfect. So natural. Emma says, "I'm doing pretty well, thanks." Emma repeats, "I'm doing pretty well, thanks." Lovely. Emma says, "What have you been up to lately?" Emma repeats, "What have you been up to lately?" So smooth. I've just been taking it easy. Wonderful. I've just been taking it easy. Wonderful. Same here, nothing too exciting. Wonderful. Same here, nothing too exciting. Very natural. It was lovely to see you. Very natural. It was lovely to see you. So warm, so good. Now let's stretch a little bit more. Take a breath. We're doing great. Emma says, "Hey, it's been a while. How have you been?" Hey, it's been a while. How have you been? Excellent rhythm. Honestly, things have been a little busy, but good. Honestly, things have been a little busy, but good. So natural. Seriously. We should catch up properly sometime soon. We should catch up properly sometime soon. Beautifully done. This week taught me so much about myself. So thoughtful. I noticed small improvements every single day. Wonderful. I am excited to keep going next week. Me too, honestly. My English is improving, little by little. Exactly right. I trust the process, even on hard days. So mature, so wise. I believe in myself, and I keep showing up. Yes, that's the spirit. Okay, this is our last big paragraph round, so let's really enjoy this one together. Slow, warm, relaxed. 1 week ago, I started something new and a little scary. 1 week ago, I started something new and a little scary. Beautiful start. I showed up every single day, even when it felt hard. I showed up every single day, even when it felt hard. I am so proud. And now my mouth remembers words it never knew before. And now my mouth remembers words it never knew before. Truly beautiful. I am not the same person I was 7 days ago. So powerful. And I will keep growing, one word at a time. Yes, exactly that. Wow, look at everything we just did together. 15 rounds. 15! And you did every single one out loud using your real voice. That is not small. That is genuinely amazing. Okay, before we finish today, I have a little homework task for you, and I really hope you'll try it because it makes such a difference. Here's what I want you to do. In the comments below, I want you to write one sentence using any phrase from today's lesson about your own real week. It can be about anything. Maybe you'll write, I felt embarrassed on Monday, but by Friday, English started to come out naturally. Or maybe something totally different, totally yours. It doesn't matter what you write, honestly. What matters is that you try in your own words, using your own voice, your own story. And if you're feeling brave, and I really hope you are, record yourself saying that sentence out loud, just once, on your phone. You don't have to share it with anyone, just for you, just to hear your own voice, speaking English, a little more confidently than 7 days ago. Okay, my friend, we made it through week 1 together. 7 days, 15 shadowing rounds today alone. And honestly, however this week went for you, whether you felt strong every single day or whether some days felt really tough, I want you to know something very clearly. You didn't fail, not even a little bit. Learning a language is not about being perfect. It's about showing up again and again, gently, patiently, kindly with yourself. And that is exactly what you did. I am so unbelievably proud of you. I mean that with my whole heart. And I cannot wait to start week 2 with you. Slowly, warmly, at exactly the pace that feels right for you. If this video helped you even a little bit today, please give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already so we can keep growing together, one gentle step at a time. Take care of yourself this week. Be kind to yourself, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye for now, everyone.